Welcome back, everybody. Our friends at Sport Pesa are wanting you to help yourself make it count by bringing you a chance to win some money through some of the betting. We're going to give you some of the odds here. We're going to give you some of our predictions. And then it's up to you. Or like we always say here, if we are Liwa, this wasn't betting advice.
Please.
Maramau Liwa. Hey, ngonji account says if I
Yes,
account.
I just stop playing something.
So guys, we're going to start off overseas and end off with the one we're speaking about just now in the episode. Burnley, Arsenal.
Ooh.
Arsenal,
Let me start.
top of the log,
Can I start?
on a run. It's too early.
No, I know it's too early, but I'm just saying, wait. You guys look like a different team. Like, and you guys, you are a serious team.
We're a serious team.
You know the goal that Eze scored, right? Very important goal.
Serious team.
Very important goal. And defensively, defense wins you titles, right? I just feel like one thing that I'll always emphasize in the Arsenal, and I like Uli charges at Arsenal, and he said something very important, and I agree with him. Can Eze manje aphume out of his shell?
Yes.
We know he's a dribbling wizard. We know that he
Will he
likes
be
that.
allowed to?
That's always the chat.
There's always the chat, but George, looking at the fact that the attacking options that you guys have, I know that in England they will never appreciate a player like Trossard. What a football player! Intelligent, decisive, scores important goals. Trossard, top class player. Calafiori,
Actually, a good dribbler.
very good
He
player.
kicked
But
he
you know
kicked
what?
Percy Tau out of Brighton.
I'm done doubting Arsenal, to be honest with
thank
you.
you.
Because
Thank
you know
you.
why? What convinced me this season so far is defensively. You guys don't look like conceding a goal, and
Three goals
that's the
conceded.
biggest credit that I'll give you this.
Marana last season were the best defense.
3 goals conceded so far in this.
Yeah, but
all-
this
all
season is a
competitions.
different season.
Different kind of season, my brother. We're not even conceding chances. This is the thing. Not just keeping clean sheets, not even conceding chances and big chances against us. This is when I said last week that we're going to win the league. We are going to win the league. We are going to win the league. Yes, we are playing. We are playing Burnley. You know,
Our boys.
Lyle Forster, he scored last week, which is great, fantastic. But it doesn't matter. He's not going to concede. He's not going to do anything against Saliba and Gabriel.
Prediction?
2-0 win to Arsenal.
Prediction?
2-0 win to Arsenal.
2-0 win to Arsenal, but according to the odds, they say 5.17 for a draw. They say 1.33 for Arsenal. Then they say 9.58 for Burnley. So even the bookies are not giving any chance. Remember, the smaller the number, the more likely it's going to happen, the less money you win. So Burnley must cause an upset versus Arsenal. And if you bet on them, you get all of that money times 9.58, whatever you put in. Next one. Manchester United.
Chef Amorim.
Amorim Paul is in effect.
You know, I'm hearing so many Manchester United fans feeling like they believe in Amorim all of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
Amorim actually is doing
that's football
something.
fans for
He's
you.
doing something now. You can see. I'm glad we stuck with him. I'm glad that the storm is over and he's cooking something. They beat Liverpool. I'm like, oh.
Is it changing though? Is Manchester United, they're going to play Nottingham, have they changed or is it just luck of the draw?
I think Amorim is adapting better to what's happening. He's not being stubborn and saying to 3-4-3 and saying we'll beat you like this.
Okay.
But no, at times I need to adapt to who I'm playing against and figure it out from there. Even if it's ugly, it's fine. There is chemistry that's happening between Cunha, Mbuemo. There's an understanding that's happening. They're feeding off of each other. Will they win this weekend? I just don't know with United. I'm just not too sure. Look, plus it's a Daesh, ne? Oh, yeah. Sean Daesh.
Lindo, 5 losses for Nottingham coming into this game.
But Daesh ball, my brother. Just one thing they got the
4-4-2.
Daesh ball.
When Makulma Ngoshon Daesh, remind me of the number 10. Technically very good. Used to score a lot of goals at Burnley. Just missed his name. Abu Chris Wood and all of these players.
Dump the ball forward.
Upans. I think Upans.
Chris Wood. Yes.
But anyway, to be honest with you, Manchester United are an unpredictable team, and to be honest with you.
I don't know what's going to happen.
And you never know what's going to happen with them. But I like Cunha. I like Bruno Fernandes. I like Mbuemo. I think he's got a sweet left foot. In Manchester United, the only disappointing thing for me is the recruitment that they've made. I think for me, it's really disappointing. Some of the players that they have in that squad, for me, have never risen the ceiling. They still for me, they still look very heavy from a conditioning perspective. Even besides Emery, when you watch Manchester United, it looks like a team that is lacks a lot of conditioning. Some of the players don't even look sharp, in my opinion. But of course, they've done very well in the last 2 games, separating or excluding those 2 games away from the other performances. The performance in the first half was good. Second half, for them to concede the goals that they conceded, for me, they always look vulnerable. They look like conceding. I would say a draw in that match. Because Sean Dice might cause them problems from a defensive perspective and then catch them on account. I say a draw.
1-1?
1-1, yeah.
1-0 win to Man United.
Oh. I'm going to say they continue the streak, man.
Yeah,
I want that guy to cut his hair. That guy who's got his hair. I want him to cut his hair. Okay, so the bookies are saying 3.75 for a draw. They believe in Man United because they're saying 2.09. But remember, it's a 2, so they're not quite sure. And Nottingham a 3.3 on their side. So that's how that is going to pan out. Lindo.
Come on, Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea. Tottenham versus Chelsea.
London's blue, I need apparently. It's a London derby. Spurs against Chelsea. Chelsea's going to Tottenham.
Yeah.
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We don't know what that is going to happen.
No. Before I
Achempong
started,
might come and do something. You know, that he all of a sudden Chelsea. One Achempong.
I don't even know when they signed him. But there's some good players at Chelsea. I was watching some other game. I was like, who are you, my nigga? When did you get even signed?
Who are these niggas?
Who are these niggas? Like, anyway, for me, the one thing that always happens at Chelsea, and Kevin actually needs to I think Kevin needs to take me to London. Maybe I can go help Chelsea. Honestly. Or sports please send me. Maybe I can help them.
Ganacho's cooking there.
You know,
we've
got
got on the
Garnacho.
left.
Because let me tell you something, George. Chelsea, I might feel Emeresca out, right? But let me tell you, if there's one fixture in the season where we never lose, is this fixture away at Tottenham. I'm super confident.
This is the fixture that stopped Spurs from winning the league when they were supposed to win the league.
And even there was a period where we even had there was a season where about Nicholas Jackson scored a hat trick. If it's not last season or two, we always win away at Tottenham. And I will tell you now, George, don't be surprised. I know Thomas Frank has been doing very well. 3-1 Chelsea. And we always score a lot of goals. I'm going, guys, trust me on this bet. 3-1 Chelsea. It's a win for the Blues. It's a win for the Blues.
I feel like this is a different. Thomas Frank Spurs is a different Spurs than we used to.
Yeah.
The Spurs that's being Spursy. It's not a Postecoglou Spurs right now. It's not a Mauricio Pochettino on the decline Spurs. It's a different kind of Spurs. Look, 2 draws on the bounce for Spurs. I see another draw happening here between Spurs and Chelsea, which I would like. London Clouds must chill there. So 1-1 draw.
Okay, I'm going to say 0-0 draw. 3.6 is the odds for the draw. Hey, this one is close. The bookies are not sure. They're saying 2.7 for Tottenham, and they're giving a slight edge to Chelsea with a 2.48.
It's very slight.
So these things are close. Let's go to a team that has been struggling now. I was looking at the games before they come into this one. Abo L. And I was like, Liverpool, L.
Look, Slot is on fraud. The youngsters say he's on fraud watch. He's a fraud. So he's on fraud watch right now, on a Slot.
This is Aston Villa, by the way. Yeah,
but he... UIF is what up, dog. The SMS is coming if it doesn't win against Aston Villa. Look, Aston Villa, that beat Man City also, like Lindo called it. Lindo called it last week about Emery will do something against Man City. Always does.
I told you.
He did say.
Yeah.
Told you.
So even though Liverpool's playing at Anfield, Arne Slot is shaky right now. He doesn't know what his starting 11 is. He doesn't know if he's coming or going. He doesn't know who's right back. He doesn't know who's in the mid.
Is this the real transition year? They brought in a lot of players.
Question.
They brought in a lot of players, but they didn't bring in players that they needed. They needed a centre back, they needed a number 6, which they don't have.
Oh,
they don't have. But the youngsters are saying that Van Dijk is defending with his aura, my boy. So Van Dijk is defending with currently, they don't have a number 6. You're making Gravenberch a number 6, but really a number 6. He's more of an 8 that drives the ball. You have too many 8s, and you've got a Chinese guy that plays number 6, but he'll also shaky wakey. So Ogamanje is, look, Slot has to win. Albert's getting an SMS.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, let me speak about Aston Villa. I don't know what's the problem with Jadon Sancho and these English football clubs. What a football player. I've always felt like in England, they will never appreciate those players. And that's why Brazilians don't want to go to Spain. And I will encourage to England, I mean to say. Jadon Sancho, Lucas, Aston Villa has these really, really good players. About Rogers, the number 10, decent. The Argentinian. Very decent players. But going to Anfield is difficult for anyone. Very difficult for anyone. I'd see a Liverpool bouncing back on this one, Georgie. I think a 2-1 result.
2-1 result to Slot.
Wow. I'm going to go 1-1. According to the odds, 4.5 for a draw. They say Aston Villa has a 5. They're 5 odds to win.
Clean 5.
And then Liverpool is 1.59. So the bookies are going with Liverpool. Second last game, we're going to look at another team that has been struggling. Against Waso, Ule season. Man City playing Bournemouth. How do we feel about that game?
Bournemouth is no slouch of a team.
Not an easy game,
It's not an easy game.
Not an easy game.
But for City.
Not an easy game.
City lost.
What's his name, the coach?
Iraola. So it's not an easy game for City, this one. City has to win to be in distance with Arsenal right now. Because they're the only ones challenging us, honestly speaking. You know what I mean? I mean, up at the top. You're not lonely at the top right now. So City has to win. You can only hope that the likes of Phil Foden, the likes of Shaqiri, Haaland can step up and actually make something happen here.
Okay.
So, by lots of things, having lost against Villa last week, I see City winning this game 2-0. Haaland's going to get a goal. It has to happen.
It's a tough game.
Tough game, to be honest with you.
Very tough game.
And playing Lentuzu Diaz as a right back.
But Semenyo could cook here. But anyway, sorry.
Who's the boy who's playing right back on the Portuguese boy?
No, thingy. Wait, at thingy. At
City.
At City.
No, the boy, the Portuguese boy. But anyway, for me, inverting. I think coaches have found out that 3-2-2-3 system formation that Pep normally plays. Defensively, there's so many questions that the team needs to answer. Of course, they've got a goal in them based on the creative department and the striker that they have. They will always score goals. But very difficult game. I respect the Bournemouth players.
Semenyo's could do something.
I think they might even get a draw at Etihad. I think a draw, 1-1 draw, to be honest.
Which would be great.
Bournemouth is a really good team.
I'm saying a 2-0 win to City.
1-1. I'm going with Lindo on this one. The odds are saying 4.52. Very safe today. I pressed too much in the episode. 4.52 for a draw. Yes. A Bournemouth win carries 5.39 odds, and then City is 1.56. Now, the big game for us here. Mamelodi Sundowns versus Orlando Pirates. Kaneko Loftus Stadium. Two coaches that are shaky wake. How's this game going to pan out, guys?
Do you know what, George? For me, the tactical evolution, the tactical growth, the team growth, team evolution that I want to see at Orlando Pirates this coming Saturday is when the game starts. I want to see a team that has the will to win that football game. If Orlando Pirates, to me, goes into that game and I see a defensive structure, I see timidness, I see a team that is scared of Mamelodi Sundowns. If I see a team that waits for Mamelodi Sundowns to initiate things, for me, that's the only disappointment I will have in that game and to Coach Wado and his technical team.
But then
I am expecting Orlando Pirates to go guns blazing. I believe this is the right time to attack Mamelodi Sundowns.
So what's the difference between when they went guns blazing last year and Basuta?
No, they always had the last season they always.
No, I'm saying at Loftus. Remember at Loftus, they went guns blazing. And then
they started more defensive. No, they had a defensive approach.
Tito was trying to go 4-1. That's why it was 4-1.
They had an inferior complex though.
It was the other game where they relaxed.
George, when you were watching the game, I'll never forget that game. There was an inferior complex going into that game.
The bad pitch. Yes.
No, Pirates was more.
Yes, there was an inferior complex. George, whether defensive or not, there was an inferior complex when you were watching the game. That Pirates players, they are really in fear of what Mamelodi Sundowns players can do, right? For me, from a tactical perspective, I want to see win or lose, the result or not. I want to see an Orlando Pirates that I want to see an El Clasico kind of a game where Madrid is attacking Barcelona and Barcelona is attacking Real Madrid. I do not care if I'm Real Madrid and I'm losing 4-0 at Bernabeu.
We go.
That's the kind of game I want to see at Orlando Pirates. I know that I might have said they are naive in the CAF Champions League with regards to defensive responsibilities in terms of game management. But I want Orlando Pirates to show Mamelodi Sundowns that they are in it this season. And Orlando Pirates has a responsibility also to understand that, hey, we don't have to beat Mamelodi Sundowns to win the league. But they need a statement win. They need a statement win.
This sets the tone.
Yeah.
To say, actually, this game with 2 games in hand says, okay, can we show not just ourselves but the fans and people around the league that we are actually challengers of this league? This game sets that, especially away at Loftus. Will they do that? I don't know, because the inferiority complex was a real thing when we went to Loftus last time. There was no belief that actually we can beat Sundowns. Sundowns is a bit shaky-wakey right now. Pirates should set up saying, guys, we've got the squad, we've got the momentum-ish. Let's go for them and see what happens. Because we can win this game. We can.
The reason why I remember the Loftus game was I remember watching that game and thinking, Pirates is trying to prove a point. They set up very open and they got punished with the 4 because they kept going. They kept trying. They kept trying to say we're the bigger team. And personally, guys, this is a very important game for the league. And I would want Pirates to not go, for me, not guns blazing. Don't go guns blazing. Measure yourselves. There'll be times where you can go.
Yeah, pick your moments, for sure.
Pick your moments, but try keep as safe as possible away. And then Zababona many FNP. They play
Mina, what I would say is, and my point here is, of course, I'm not saying be vulnerable, be naive, play a high line, blah, blah, blah. Pick your moments. Know that, okay, we are playing a high line, but if the ball goes wide to Matthews, we drop that line a little bit deeper. Let's make sure that we're going for a man-to-man in midfield. Yes, we are going there to fight. Let's make sure that our players are a little bit quicker. Let's take shots outside the box. Let's have pressing traps that we want to set for Mamelodi Sundowns, because for sure Mamelodi Sundowns are a team that they will never change how they play. They will want to keep the ball. They want to ball retention. They will be looking to break you from central, right? For me, what I'm trying to say, George, is I do not want to see an Orlando Pirates team that is on a low block or in momentum. Mamelodi Sundowns has shifted into a point where for me, I want to see them express themselves. I want to see a high-scoring match if push comes to shove. So for me, that's the only thing that might disappoint me. If I see an inferior complex, if I watch the game and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, there's only one team that deserves to win, right? I don't want to have that feeling when the match ends, and that's the feeling that I got when they played the second leg. That match, in this season, in the first leg, when I was watching that game, even though they scored, there's something in me that said, Mamelodi Sundowns will still win the league this season.
Yeah.
I don't want that game to end and still have that feeling. There's this feeling that you get, it has nothing to do with result. That's why I'm saying it's an inferior complex where you're watching the game and you feel, there's too much respect to Mamelodi Sundowns that Orlando Pirates is giving Elentus. Yes, maybe you're expecting to catch them on a counter, right, George? I want that game to end, result or not, thinking Orlando Pirates has a chance here. Orlando Pirates really has a chance here. They believe. You know what I mean? So for me, that's what's important. And that's why I will say, and also going into this game, another thing that I want to mention, not having Orlem Fukeng is a big miss for them. They're going to miss Orlem Fukeng, his creativity. No, come on. You need more than Oswin. You need more than Oswin. and I do expect a tactical change in midfield at Orlando Pirates. I do expect to see Umbat. I do expect to see Umahopa in that space. Keep the same back four. I know that they might be tempted to use Uspisi for experience. At Sundowns, I'm expecting the same lineup. And I don't know what's happening on Reynas, but I do expect Tushalule to start in midfield. No. This is the game where, in my opinion, he's going to get tested. Yeah. Even though I feel like he's one of the best players we have already in the league. But this is the game of consequence. This is the game where he has to shine. That's why I would personally say Orlando Pirates to win 2-1.
Damn.
Pagani? It's the co-prediction.
I want us to win, but I don't fully believe we can. I think maybe it's also as a fan inferiority complex that Mamelodi Sundowns is still Mamelodi Sundowns. As it stands, I'm just going to go with a draw. 1-1 draw.
It's about who's going to handle the pressure the best. The reason why I speak about Pirates, I'm like, I think this is a great game for Pirates to counterpunch because I think Cardoso, even in the media, is starting to speak about how people are not gelling with his football or whatever, even though they do. So I'm assuming that Sundowns is going to come out guns blazing in that game. And I think Pirates has the quality to catch Abo Cupido off on a counter, especially if you can put him one-on-one versus Abo Muremi, versus Abo Apolis, right? I think if you go pound for pound, it will become that game, again, that 4-1. Because I remember Reynas and Ribeiro running riot because Pirates had pushed everyone forward. They were playing a high line. They were trying to pressure. And every time Sundowns broke, they just made them run. So we'll see what happens there. But it's about management of pressure. So whoever gets the most excited is going to lose this game.
But we can still do that. We won't have Kloki there. That guy is ancient. So if you've got Dusiama and Mbo guys, they can recover. And we can push that line a bit higher.
Lupopo. Anyway, I'm looking for it. I think I'm going to go 1-1 draw. But the odds say 3.1 for a draw. They say Pirates win 4.10 and then Mamelodi Sundowns win 2.27. So they believe Sundowns is going to win the bookies. Guys, we have given you the predictions. We have taken you through the games. You have heard the experts, not media, not journalists, come and speak here and tell you what we think is going to happen. Don't forget to make it count. Shout out to Sport Pesa for sponsoring the show and helping us out there. Lindo Pep on my left, Football Telephone on my right. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everyone. And I'm overthinking football.